Meysam.
Oh my god. So how was the break?
Depressing.
Sorry?
Depressing.
Depressing. Depressive.
Depressing.
Like to what I should
About
be teacher.
abroad. We talked abroad and we depressed. Onur, escape.
Escape, that is enough. Hospital.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
I see. And how was your break? Good?
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
Terrible. Small,
Wonderful.
small man eating.
Small man. He's not a small. Young.
5 minutes. I decide to what should I eat, and I eat kirpidesi.
You know, young and small are different.
He made joke.
I see.
Small.
He's young, not small. He's big.
Small.
You're small. You're this much.
I'm
Okay.
baby teacher.
We say
I'm
we
baby
say
of my
big man,
parents.
small.
In
We
Turkish.
say
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Make joke. Yeah. Little, small. You need to get bigger. We say.
Of course. Absolutely. So, any new question? Do you have any challenging questions? Because I don't want to.
Psychological.
Anything general. Anything general.
Crime and punishment.
Okay. Create a question out of it.
Nasıl? We talked crime.
We talked about it. Yes.
Yeah. A lot of rules. Country
So
rules.
you're against of these rules somehow.
Need to enough rules. Maybe.
Do you understand? We need enough rules. So you think that rules are not enough?
Yes.
Which means
not
that
enough.
we need more rules then.
Yes.
We don't need more rules.
We don't need more rules.
We need self-confidence
Hmm.
and science.
Yeah, sorry.
And
You start the car.
consciousness.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to step by step improve ourselves, and we can understand how can stay alive just by ourselves without our family.
Teacher, there are a lot of rules, but they don't make this. They don't do this rules.
They do not apply.
Apply.
Implement.
We need to increase punishment.
Really?
Yes.
We need to increase the punishment for you first.
For biggest crime, maybe.
For biggest crime.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the rules and regulations in the countries are like controlling system. You know, the rules means controlling mechanism.
Why they need to control?
Yeah, we need to control. Why? Unfortunately, because people's background, economical background, family background, cultural background, and are not the same. There is huge gap in as you said, in Middle Eastern countries, generally speaking.
In Middle East, teacher religion is can easily control the system.
Yeah.
Control the people. But every people is free, and who wants to believe
They can believe.
what he wants.
Okay.
What if governments try to make the economical situations better for all people? There is no need more rules.
People are stupid.
Exactly. Of course, you know, the economical side of the countries are on government's shoulder generally, but of course people are important in my opinion, because people as in a form of one unity, okay, select the government, or people try to accept those rules or not. Totally, all of these things that we are talking about right now, in my opinion, are related to people. People are very important actually. That's why, as you said, and I have to accept, I have to agree with you that we need to improve ourselves. But how many percentage of the country, okay, or people of the, I mean, nation of the countries, inside the countries, have the same mentality as you do?
None of them, I guess.
How many percent? What percentage actually? Okay, so
Slow,
that
I
is
teach.
problem then.
The slow I teach.
That is problem. Imagine that the mass has the same mentality as you have. In that case, I would say, yeah, I mean, I am really hopeful about the future. Then culture comes in, then education comes in. Lots of things.
We need singularity.
Yeah, absolutely. So the people are always important, in my opinion. Because people shape the government, people shape the country, people shape the... Is that a ghost?
Yes, just
Yes, did you see it? Yes. A boy or girl? Boy or girl?
same girl.
Girl, okay, good. Yes.
Nice question.
Understand? Like that.
I don't want this.
Why? You just want to go to America only? This is what you're thinking about all the time?
He's waiting to speak there.
tired, teacher. I'm feeling tired.
Huh?
I'm feeling tired.
You feel tired. Everybody feels tired.
No,
This is the system.
not system.
The system,
Not
yeah.
me.
The system in Turkey, especially in Istanbul, has to make people tired.
Not me.
Not you?
Not me.
You're young. After 5 years, 10 years, yeah, really. You will see.
29.
Huh?
I'm 29. Not
You're
young.
young.
Not
Still
that
young. Under 30.
I
is
feel young. Inside. I feel energetic all the time. I can feel energetic all the time.
That's true.
Works cannot tire me
At all.
at all. Yeah.
Maybe you have light work.
Civil engineering.
Civil engineer.
Yeah. In technical office. Where?
Where do you work?
Now everybody is FBI agent. Go ahead. Where?
Where? Esenler. I live in.
You are living and working at SM and then you are analytic. You are really something, yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I'm crazy. I can agree
You are
that. Yeah.
really unique.
Nice. Generally speaking, of course,
My job is kinda peaceful.
peaceful, easy,
Boring.
Comfortable, yeah.
comfortable. Okay.
Because you're working for a long time there?
5 years, yeah.
For 5 years.
Might be.
Half decade. Do you know decade?
Yeah, 10 years.
What is decade?
10 years.
10 years. Very good. Yeah, it can be.
You are really
What else? Any other opinions about it? Do we need rules or not? And why? Why is my question actually, generally speaking.
If you don't control the people,
People will control you.
no teacher. People is crazy.
They
People,
can make chaos.
people is,
gonna be
yes,
crazy.
you understood teacher.
A little bit understood.
Yes.
So what is the solution for that?
That is the solution. Rules, but not
Like-
very hard.
Rules are
Not
needed.
very hard.
Rules
Yes.
are needed.
Rules are always needed.
Yeah, always.
He says hard rules. You say light
No,
rules.
teacher. If you,
They say no
if you
rules.
press, if
No.
you press people, people is
Chaotic.
patlama ne demek? Explosion. People
Can explode.
These people explode, and all things are broke. Yes.
So you want to say that government should apply harsh rules in order to avoid the protest inside the society? You want to say?
I didn't understand.
Understand at all.
Can you again say this?
Can I say that again? I'll try. Do you think that the government should apply difficult rules, harsh rules on people so that government can avoid the what do we call that?
Protests,
Protests.
Teacher,
Or opposition.
for example, like Iran, you can see easily this picture.
Iran is different.
No, teacher.
Iran
They-
is
they are-
totally different. I'm Iranian,
I know, teacher.
so I know better than
Why
you.
different? Why different? Government pressing people.
Rejimi farklı,
and
rejimi.
they are
Rejim
You
farklı.
know,
Rejim-
Iranian regime is totally different
Yeah.
thing. There is no similar thing to Iran in the world. Iran's regime is totally unique.
Unique.
So whatever I say, you cannot. It is difficult to digest it. You must live there to believe it. You must live there to understand it. Okay, but
Ama iyi.
yeah, don't open that door. But generally speaking, I would say people should be at almost the same level in order to have a kind of nice country or nice society, in my opinion.
Teacher, we only think just government, for government, not control the people. Both have to for life. For example, in traffic, if you don't attention, red line. If you don't have rules, everything is not possible. It cannot continue.
Exactly.
There is no order in like
White,
that situation.
white crime.
Order is needed.
You know.
In house, have rules. In school, everywhere.
You are right, but my mentality is far deeper than that. I always say my mentality is much more utopic mentality, which is almost impossible because we have a kind of chaotic societies, unfortunately. You know, if people are good people, I am not talking about a specific country, generally speaking. If people of a country by default are good citizens, you know, I think there is no need for rules.
That's what I mean.
Need rules, teacher.
I say if people are good,
Yeah.
there is no need for rules.
Think
You
about
said
it.
that's so
Come
utopic,
out,
yeah.
for example, give for example,
For
country, please.
for example, I told you before,
Japan people. Japanese people.
Japanese
For
people are
example,
amazing.
you may give us an example, the red light, right? In Sivas, not Sivas, in Sinop, there is no red lights. They are just waiting their turns to passing the road.
Nice.
Yeah. There is no
Homogene
need to
country,
rules,
homogene,
actually.
you know,
You
society.
need to know your place and your role in the society.
I can
That-
something explain science. Okay, don't have lie. One car is fast, didn't stop, cannot see, maybe. If you don't lie.
So we are saying that you have to has a auto control. Okay, you shouldn't go fast. No one should go fast, and everyone has to pay attention to others, what they are doing, how they acting. Okay, so there is
Not realistic.
if everyone
Utopic.
Yeah,
could
utopic.
be this
Different
way,
scenario.
there's
This world
no
not
need to
realistic.
be rules.
It's not really.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's real.
they don't have red lights.
But some people have that car, for example Ferrari, and they push the button, gas button, and they don't stop. I think that way, they don't stop.
You know,
We
I always say
chemical
if we have.
Yeah.
Teacher,
Yeah,
If we have.
if that's,
Kinda.
that's the problem. That's the
but
idea.
I will give you some examples.
Yeah, that's
good
the idea.
people, okay. But learning before something. Nasıl öğrenmişlik?
Learn.
Yani bir şey ihtiyaç var ya, öğrenmişlik bir. Neydi o?
She said,
I think she said. She said. Okay.
she's different scenario. In education, she said education. But
I always say education.
I said rules, a lot of rules. Maybe past red line last week. The government punishment me 4,400 Turkish lira. Not enough. Not enough.
I am the felony government. That fine is not enough for me.
Not enough.
Good.
The developed countries maybe $2,000.
$2,000.
Maybe.
It's like for example, if you make a sin, you're going to hell, but not enough.
Yes, not enough. Yes.
Not enough. What else? What's more?
If the punishment maybe 7,000 Turkish lira, I don't pass red line.
Why you need to punish me? Just don't do
Increase
it.
punishment. My opinion.
You know, punishment for me is not the solution. It's not the
Education
solution.
important.
Imagine that you are a mafia. I mean, billions of dollars is nothing for you. By default, you want to make a mess in the society. Again, you will make a mess.
Stability, education.
Punishment, yes,
Education.
exactly. The punishment, in my opinion, is not enough. Is not the solution for that, unfortunately. The main solution is what? Education.
Of course.
Yes.
You,
Yes, everybody wants to speak.
did you remember last time
I don't remember.
mask take free, but the government punishment a lot of money. Everybody take mask.
You know, we have to talk about the problem based on the location. So first we are talking in general, then maybe we can come to Turkey in order to speak about it if we have time. Yes, go ahead.
I think the rules must depend on education.
Mm-hmm.
The rules can for checking your education, but we have bad education systems. We must editing our education system before, and we can change our rules. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Can I explain?
So again, you want to say that education is much more important than other factors. Correct, correct. What else? Do you want to add something or say something about this?
May I take a word?
Sure.
I was talking about singularity for a long time, and it means that actually the real way for the people should be there's no separate countries and different flags, different religions. It means that singularity means that all people equal and educated, and they can think what they need to do. That's the point for me. But it's really utopic, as I said.
Yes, very utopic. Yes, exactly.
It's just in your mind and you look that way.
For example, there is a person who lives in USA, and he's Elon Musk, you know that. He has an imagination to move to Mars. Do you think that there's lots of flag and lots of border over there? How it can be? It doesn't mean that we have one more step for the future for me, if it's happening like that.
So again, everything is related to people of the society.
Of course.
People. Absolutely. You know, there was a person, I forgot the name of the country because you asked me to mention a country. Actually, there are some countries basically in Europe which are much more utopic than us. I forgot the name of the country, unfortunately, but let me tell the story for the millionth time because I talked about it before, but you forgot that. Maybe some other classes, I don't remember. So he said that he was Iranian. He lives in Austria. Okay. He said that another friend of mine, he's saying, okay, another friend of mine invited me to that small country. I forgot. Then it was very close to us, he says. And he said that I went there by my car. I drove there and I met my friend. Immediately when I was getting off the car, I wanted to lock the door. You remember now?
Yes.
Did I talk about this before?
Yes, I remember.
You remember. Now you remember, yes. Yeah, probably. I wanted to lock the door. Then my friend says, what are you doing, man? I'm locking the door. He said that you should not do that. Why? I was very surprised, he's saying. He said that if you lock the door, you are basically sending a message to the people, to the local people, that you are thieves and I do not trust you. That is terrible thing. You should not do that. And he said that it took a lot of time for me to digest this. Then I left my car open and my heart was beating. I was walking inside the country. Then I saw, he says, then I realized that, oh my God, nobody even looks at my car. Why? Because everybody is rich. My car is nothing. They do not even look at my car. Why should they come and basically steal my car? That kind of, country. Is only one of the examples. But again, in order to reach that level, we have to just
long way to go.
long way, unfortunately,
Long way to go.
specifically through education. Education is always important. In World Cup 2022, you see the Japanese partials or fanatics.
Yeah, of course, I understand.
Yeah, they eat, drink, and then they start to clean. Everybody was in awe. What
After
are they
match,
doing? Yeah, I mean Japanese people, man, Absolutely.
Teacher, you talk about else something.
Talk about something else?
You talk about rules. You talk about every people reach.
Okay, every
Money
people is
to,
rich.
Money need to something. I don't know. My opinion, my idea.
Mhm.
I said have two rules. Legal rules, not big rules. For example, China is government say cannot have two child stuff. People is special. Not
Birth
anymore.
control.
Not something control is be free. If everything is be free, we cannot live.
Cannot live. In order to reach that level, you have to pave the way first. You have to do a lot of things. You have to make a lot of effort in order to reach that level, but it is not easy. Okay? If that country, whatever it is, I always forget it. If that country's people are rich, not rich, affluent, let's say, this is a good word, affluent country, then what happens? It means that they worked hard to reach that level. It is not easy. Understand? So, but in Middle East, there is a huge gap between rich and poor.
Makas.
Big gap. Yeah. Yes. It must be like this.
Problems.
Yeah. But unfortunately, thanks to political things, thanks to, what do we call that? No, there's a term for that. Politics of greed. Yes. Thanks to politics of greed, we cannot reach that level, unfortunately. Even if we want, even if the government is okay with it, people are not okay with it. Yes. Game is over, man.
People want money from than you want more money.
More
from
than,
you.
yes. For example, I heard that in Europe, you cannot improve so hard. There is a kind of limit. You can only reach that limit. You cannot. Government doesn't let you to go beyond that limit in Europe. In America, in Canada, no, you can. If you try harder, if you try a lot, you can improve, you can be better than yesterday. Europe doesn't let you.
When you usually talk about good country, rich country, you cannot start it building our country.
Good question. Do you know the answer?
Because some people believe rules aren't enough,
Mhm.
and there must
This
be
kind.
much more punishment. They don't think of improve themselves.
This
And we have these people a lot of in our country. Okay,
Yes.
we should change our minds first.
Yes.
We should
Mindset.
change ourselves.
I
The-
want to give an example.
Sure.
The
Yeah.
government should safety citizen.
For example, if you create a company or if you create a work for your own and make work for people, first step, government push you up to improve your company because you have to pay lots of tax, you have to do lots of things, you have lots of certificates, and some of them really don't need to take them to your comfort company. And after some years, you want to give up to create something for your country because they are not following you, they are not support you. Yeah, exactly.
Problem into problem.
It's true.
Yeah.
Problem into problem. Middle East for me is looks like cancer. Really, there is no remedy for that. If you remove that, the patient is going to die. If you don't remove the cancer, the patient is going to die. In both of the scenarios, unfortunately, because full of problems. You know, like that.
Teacher, before you told to us
This is story.
Austrian history,
Okay.
they don't locked
Yeah.
cars and the other products because they are rich.
Yes.
They don't have to steal these products.
Exactly.
But I don't agree to you because before my dad was a jeweler in Diyarbakır, Ergani. And before, if someone die, they are going to when they saw a cenaze
Funeral.
funeral namaz, they are running to this and they
Good.
don't
Lock
lock
the door.
her
Car.
no not car
Door. House.
shop
Shops.
Yeah.
shop
Store.
and jeweler shop
Very
gold there are golds teacher
Good.
they are don't put but in Ergani there are rich people poor people and middle group how this is change I don't know but this is not interesting about be rich or not. My opinion is this.
Okay, you answered. No, you answered the question. Actually, you said that in your city there are different levels. That is problem. In that country that I mentioned, everybody is almost at the same level. There is no poor. There is no gap. Gap is very slow. I mean, small.
But he said that poor people not steal the products too.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it is
It could be,
possible.
This is
Do you know why?
this
Do
is
you know?
humanity, teacher.
Do you
This
know
is
why?
culture.
Another answer, another reason for that is because maybe that city is small and everybody knows each other
And trust each other.
and
It could
trust
be,
each
yeah.
other.
No teacher. No.
Because I saw some people rich and they are trying to steal more
Steal.
money to be for
Yeah,
more.
That
rich
is
man-
mental
rich people
illness.
can
Exactly.
do
That is
That's why
mental
we
illness.
need to change our chemical situation.
Yeah. Of course, I don't say it is not possible. Generally, it is not possible. Understand? What else?
we lost my culture. Culture.
You lost your
We-
culture?
Yes. Used to in Istanbul, every place is not similar.
I think just being a kind of culture, real culture. That's all. For Allah.
Not those.
I mean, that the real culture is being nice for all creature.
Yes, exactly.
You don't need a specific culture for your country or for your city.
We lost.
That is big
Big problem.
big issue to discuss.
Yeah.
You know, in religion, we believe that, specifically in Islam, that, I mean, you have to be a good person. Even if there is no rule, there is God seeing you, Allah is seeing you. You should not do that. People are forgetting.
Everything said like teacher, I make him business. I sell something, my customers.
You
say,
lie. You lie to your
"Today I-"
customer.
Huh? Sorry?
You lie to your customer?
Yes.
Good.
Lie?
Yeah.
Not
Not you. Customer lies to you. How can
Customer,
customer
yes.
lie to you? Okay.
I sell something, product. You say today I pay your money. Okay. 2 weeks passed, 1 week passed, 1 passed. Not
Still no money.
Yes, say fine. Every people say fine.
Exactly. So that is a huge.
And that's something. We need to rules. We have to.
In realistic way, he said.
In a realistic way, yes, definitely. You want to say something? You raise your hand. Okay.
I was just yawning.
Okay, stretching.
Yeah.
Like that. So
with cultural law.
absolutely, culture shapes everything. Unfortunately, if the culture is not good, then problems will come. If the culture is good, I mean less problems or maybe zero problems
Culture is-
we can have.
People can trade.
Depends money. Culture. For example,
For example,
where is the Kuwait?
there is what?
Where is the Kuwait? Country.
Kuwait.
Kuwait, yeah.
Small country, Arabic country
In Arabic country.
in Middle East.
There is no crime because a lot of money.
They're rich, they're affluent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But culture, Arabic, same culture, but a lot of money there are. No problem.
Okay.
Everything money, I said.
Depends on money.
Exactly. As I said, affluent societies can reduce the problems
Yeah.
or the crime rate.
Poor countries.
Poor countries
yeah.
are problematic. Totally right. Totally right. If you don't need something, why should you steal it? Why should you even think about stealing it? You don't need it. You don't need it. You are saturated. You know saturation?
Yes.
You know everything.
Her şey biliyor ya.
Saturate.
What is saturate or saturated? How can you explain that?
Doyum noktası.
Full of it for something.
Full of it.
Yeah.
You're full.
Yeah.
Imagine that right now you're extremely and unbelievably hungry. You can eat a cow. You go to a restaurant and you eat.
But there is limits.
Totally full.
Yeah, there is limits.
Then if they bring you the best kebab, the best food,
You can't eat.
yeah, you cannot because you're saturated.
Like
Understand?
leaders, teacher.
Yeah.
Like leaders.
Like leaders.
More power.
Absolutely,
Saturate.
absolutely.
Saturate.
So those countries, the people of those countries are saturated. They don't need. Of course, there are problems, but the type of problems that they have
Didn't, so-
are totally different.
Yeah, different.
Our smallest problem is their
Biggest, maybe.
their biggest
Yeah,
problem.
their
Yeah,
biggest.
exactly. I didn't want to make a mistake. Our smallest problem is
Their
can be
biggest-
their biggest problem. That kind of country, that kind of
But
society.
Every country can't be rich, or every people can't be rich in this world.
You know, everything in this world comes at a cost. Do you know this idiom, this expression?
Yeah.
Everything comes at a cost.
Christ.
There's a price,
There's a price for it. Yeah.
which means that if you want to reach that level, yes, you should pay the price, pay something in order to get
Give
that.
something. Yeah.
Exactly. That thing can be time, that thing can be your energy, your health, your mentality, everything. It comes at a cost. To be at that level is not easy.
I have one question. Do we need state?
Do we need what?
State.
State?
State. To manage
People.
people.
Sahne o.
Devlet.
Evet. Stage.
Straight.
That is a type of question that I have no answer for that because it is not my field of study. That is kind of political question. I don't know.
State. 'Cause
Like United States of America, it's 50 states. If you look at the map,
Should be just one state.
Unifying state.
Yeah.
if you look at the map, America over there, there are
It's not
50
like
states.
that.
Eyalet.
50 states all together, America.
And what states in the world might be more better?
Yeah. I cannot answer that, but maybe friends can answer this question. I don't know.
Because the rules also
Change.
No, how can I say? The rules necessary or unnecessary, I don't know, according to all of my friends.
Mhm.
But the rules somehow manage the people to make something bad or good things.
Mhm.
That's why my mind comes another question to manage people. Do we need state to exist to manage the people?
Okay.
Everybody.
Good question. I don't know. What else? Do you know?
Şiiri yaparken insanlara
Sorry?
konuşmaktan bahsediyor.
It is not deep. I don't have any idea. I don't have any information to answer that question.
In Istanbul now this is this type teacher.
Okay.
When belediye makes
Municipality.
Municipality.
municipality. When municipality
Municipality.
teacher.
Yes.
Yes. When municipality makes one work or do one work, they are managing person and they are voting. Person is voting.
Voting.
Vote.
Voting. Oylamaktan.
Yeah,
Oh, evet, o voting.
And what people want it is can.
Why we choose the government to manage us?
But this municipality is different from government.
Mm. Okay, I don't know that.
You see why we
Anlatabildim mi
choose
yoksa kimse bir şey anlamadı?
state managers?
Ya dedim ki şimdi İstanbul Belediyesi dedim bir şeyleri yaparken oyluyorlar dedim. İnsanlar oyluyor. Böyle mi yapalım, böyle mi yapalım?
Evet.
Buna göre yapılıyor dedim. Ama dedim İstanbul Belediyesi hükümetten farklı bir belediye dedim.
Gayet de güzel bir belediye.
Evet bunu dedim
Soru
ben.
ne? Soru ne?
Hoca, arkadaş dedi ya
Ha, gerek
şey
var.
oylamalı danışılmalı dedim insanlara.
Yok ihtiyacımız var.
İhtiyacımız var mı diye sordu.
Ama ben size sordum, ben dedim size arkadaş öyle dedi. Siz dediniz ki öyle dedi. Ben de ona göre
I
yaptım.
understood the question.
They are like teacher, vallahi.
Çünkü kurallar da az buçuk
What are you
insanı
talking
yönetiyor.
about? What is your opinion about this question?
My mission is starting car.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Konuyu açtım ya az önce. Konuşmayı. My mission
He
starting
mission
car.
ended there.
Okay, your role was to begin a conversation, a discussion here. Okay.
Ended there.
Yes, but no answers for that.
State.
You know, again, I believe everything can come through education. We have to improve our education system. Education system is very important. In affluent societies, in poor societies, education system is wrong. Education system is problematic, is broken, and is not important for the governments. You can go now. Really, education should be important. If it is not important, you cannot expect a lot from that country, in my opinion. Correct?
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Of
For sure.
course.
Really, I mean, if the government belittles the education system, or how can I say, doesn't pay much attention to it, it means that the government is okay with it. Okay, the government is happy with the system.
Yes, teacher.
Generally, the government wants the illiterate people, because if people are literate, do you know literate?
No.
Educated. If people are educated, they can be a threat for the government.
They can
Governments
control
generally, Middle Eastern,
Yeah.
governments generally want illiterate people to be, ignorant people, yes, better word, in order to govern them or rule them.
I agree with teacher.
Agree with you.
Agree with you, teacher.
Or you can say, I see eye to eye with you on that one.
I have. Thanks for.
I see you, teacher.
Repeat, I see.
Eye to eye.
Repeat after me. I see
I
everything.
see.
I see.
Eye to eye
Eye to eye.
with you
With you.
on that.
On that.
And that means, subject.
We
They
look
have
the
same
same
perspective,
perspective.
right?
Sorry? Means I agree with you.
Yes, teacher, yes.
Another way.
Another way, yeah.
I see eye to eye with you on that one.
Seninle aynı
Kalifragilistik.
bakış açısıyla bakıyorum Türkçe.
I remember that word.
I agree with
Long
you.
word, califragilistic.
Sorry?
Random.
I agree with you. It is a good way.
Possible, yes. I agree with you is another way. I see eye to eye with you on that one is another way.
Short.
This is long, teacher.
Not necessary. No rules for me. I hate rules. Sorry? What
No,
did you
no,
say?
teacher.
Nothing.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
No, no.
Pideyi yedikten açıldı.
Just gibberish. Gibberish.
Gibberish.
Gibberish.
Gibberish. Do you know?
Yes, teacher.
Really? What does it mean?
It means talking something gibberish.
Something different.
Boş boş konuşmak işte böyle.
Chit chatting or
No meaning.
empty. Blah blah.
Yes, gibberish
Like that,
means
yeah.
to speak something
Unnecessary.
unnecessary
Unrelated.
and or something which has no meaning.
Yeah.
Very good.
Empty speaking.
Empty talk, yes. Donald Trump used to say empty talk. That's good. Nice conversation.
Yes, teacher.
Nice conversation.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Take care of yourselves.
You're like
See you next time.
Thank you for
Don't
this.
take my answer.
Take yes. Good questions.
It was good question, but not